Hey everyone, this is Dr. K. Hello. I wanted to just go over really quickly the iCollege and let you know how you're supposed to access things. So I'm in the main iCollege right here right now. Let me move myself over here so I'm out of the way. Okay, so I'm in the main iCollege. This is where you find your classes, and as you can see, I have a lot of classes. And I just wanted to go over some things really quick so that you have some tools in your toolbox. You know where to find things and you know how to get to stuff. So there's a calendar here. Now, if your faculty members, if your professors have entered your assignments, they should appear in your calendar. A lot of times professors don't, so it's a problem. So don't trust it, but sometimes they're in there. I'm not pulling mine up because it doesn't work for faculty, so it's no use anyway. There's a help menu right here. It tells you how to get a hold of the help desk, which is kind of ironic because usually you need the help desk to get onto iCollege. So I highly recommend that you add the help desk phone number to your contacts, because it'll always be in the middle of the night, 2 minutes before your assignment due, when you can't get something to work in iCollege. So what you want to do is you want to add 404-413-HELP, HELP, to your contacts in your phone so that you can always find the help desk in the middle of the night when you need it. Okay, hello. There's library resources. This is just a bunch of library tabs for finding your librarian. If you are trying to get information, it's really great to go to the Ask Your Librarian because they can help you find almost anything. And they're just a black belt in Google, and they really know how to find stuff in the library. So if you're stuck on a research project, even if it's not for my class, all you have to do is just go to that library tab and pull things down. There's also some student resources here. How to use iCollege, which is also ironic because you're on iCollege. So anyway, there's a nice handy link to pause so that you can get to the schedule and all that stuff. There's LinkedIn Learning, which is a great resource for learning anything. What you want to do is establish a LinkedIn account, which you're going to need for my class anyway, because I think you should have a LinkedIn account. You should start working on it, building it while you're in college so that you can get a job someday. And this LinkedIn Learning, if you finish a course successfully, it will add a badge or a certificate to your profile so that employers know that you have that particular skill. If you're really good at something now, you could just take the LinkedIn tests and get credit for what you know. For example, let's say you're really good at Python, go in and take that Python test. Even if you fail it, whatever, you can go take the class or whatever, or take the test again. I think they make you wait 30 days or something like that. But you can take the test again and get that certification later. So it's a really great certification. Text aid is if you need text read to you because you have a learning disability or a visual problem. There's Grammarly, and I want to go over in another, I'll go over in another video how to get Grammarly. And there's also group study sessions and tutoring down here, which is really handy, especially if you're feeling kind of frustrated and you're there in your living room as an online student. It's really frustrating. Okay, now once you go into your class, and I'm just going to click on any class here because they're all basically the same. This is section 408. You might have 410, 500. If I ask you what your section is, by the way, if you text me, and you can text me anytime, all right? Even if it's the middle of the night, because I will turn off my phone and it's in another room if I'm not using my phone. Even if I take a nap, I put it in another room. So if you text me, and don't worry, because I'll answer your text when I can or right away if I'm available, so I can do that. Okay, so if you just hover here, this, for example, tells you that this is English Composition section 408. You might be in 500, you might be in 410, 476, whatever, but you need to tell me what section you're in when you text me or WhatsApp me, because I'm teaching 5 sections of English 1101, and I need to know which one you're in if you have a problem, because I have to be able to go in there and fix it, and I don't want to have to search through 5 sections to find you, okay? I love all my students, but I really need to find you first. Okay, all right. Over here is how you get back to the where we were before, this little this little house thing. Okay, you'll see a little 9-box array. That's how you get to your classes. This little envelope here is for email, but it's only iCollege email. It's not Panther email. So you have 2 email systems at the college. Panther email is the official email for the college, and you should be checking that once a week. I am not kidding. You need to check it because you will get messages from financial aid, from the registrar's office, all kinds of really important information or notifications. And if you aren't checking it, you will miss them. So you need to get in there at least once a week into the Panther mail. This, however, is iCollege mail. So it's just the mail that's in your class. It's related to iCollege. So, and you can also, by the way, email people in your class. If you go to the class list, you can just click on any person, and then you can hit the email button. And I'm purposefully not putting people's names up. So, okay, all right, here we go. All right, and this is if you're following a particular discussion. This is so that you get notifications, and if I grade something, for example, you get a notification. If something's posted in announcements, you get a notification. And make sure that you have that Pulse app on your phone. It's really, really handy, and you will get notifications for things that you need to do or have or see in iCollege, not only for my class, but for other people's classes. This is my profile over here. If you don't have a picture for yours, you can upload a picture. All you have to do is click on the profile button, and then you can click on your profile, and you can manage that there. You can also manage notifications. Now you can forward your iCollege email to a regular email address, like to your Gmail or something. But if you do that, you can't answer. You can only get it. It's really frustrating. So I just leave all my email in here and check it. So that's something. Okay. Now, going across the top, these are the most important things for this class. So here's content. Content is what's going on in the class. Every week, you should be clicking on this content button. So I'm going to click on it right now. You're going to see that you should have started the class where it says start the class here. And if you go in there, there's step 1, taking the course access quizzes. If you did not take the course access quizzes, you need to take them. All right, because you won't be able to see all the stuff that's in the class if you haven't taken the course access quizzes. So please, please take those course access quizzes. Okay, step 2 will tell you how to get started, and including signing up for Pulse, for that Pulse app on your phone. It'll tell you how to do it. Step 3, people are saying that they're having trouble getting to step 3. So if you have trouble getting to step 3, it's just extra information, and I'm kind of going to go over it here right now. So Unit 1 is the first section of the class. It's beginning digital writing. So week 1 was last week. That's an introduction to digital writing. Now, I do not mark anything late, okay? I don't mark things down for being late. Now, this is both a blessing and a curse. It's a blessing because if you have a life and you have things that you have to get done, you can get them done without me grading you down for being late. Now, it's a curse because you may stop doing your work and think that you could just put it off till tomorrow, and then you're going to dig yourself into a hole. So don't do that. Try to keep up with all of my assignments. If you get behind, you start working on the assignment of where we are, and you can go back and do the other assignments later. Otherwise, it will just snowball. So you want to do what we're doing now and then go back and finish the other ones later, okay? So if you're just starting the class today, start with week 2 and go back and do week 1 when you have time, right? It's the best way to do that. Okay, now, if you go through, you're going to see that every single one of my modules start with an overview, and they end with a conclusion or a required submissions, okay? Now, that's so that you know exactly what you need to do. So the first part will tell you what we're doing this week and sometimes why we're doing it. And then you're going to click on these little buttons here. See these? They're either at the top or the bottom. And they go click next, and you can go to the next one. Now, if you have difficulty reading, and some people have learning disabilities, or you are visually impaired, there is a listen button here. And if you click on it, sometimes Okay, and it will describe all of the photos because I have put in descriptions. It'll read you everything that's here, and I believe you can also download this. Let me see, you can control the speed. It used to be that you could download this. I'm going to look right here. Let's see. Okay, you could also do like a really good rap and play with that. Okay, I don't see where you can download it anymore. I guess they removed that. That's kind of sad. Anyway, but you can listen to the whole thing in here. When you're done with something, you just use these arrows. Click to the next one. You can read it and or listen to it. So here's an introduction to pre-writing, and there's a little video, a cartoon strip. And then you keep going. So that's how you go through the class. If you're wondering what's due, you just go through that week. It'll tell you what's due. And at the end, it'll tell you what has to be submitted that week. So I hope this helps you. Okay, going across the rest of it, here's assessments. This is just assignments and quizzes and discussions, lists of them. But it's very confusing. I would highly recommend you just stay with content, okay? And also you're going to want to read some of the stuff so that you're ready for the quizzes and stuff. This is your grades. You can check on your grades. This is a class list, of course, of all the students. Announcements is a list of all the announcements in the class. All right, I think that's it. So I'll probably make you another one on technology, probably next week, and talk about how you can get some technology for the class. All right, that's it. Have a great week.